What's going on, Winning Shot family? Look, man, it's your host, John, also known as Herbie J. And I'm back here with my main man, Hundo Clark, man. We are excited, man, to be here today. We're talking about women's basketball, more specifically, the Unrivaled competition that has just begun. Not even competition, excuse me, the Unrivaled League. Let me put some respect on them, please. That has started now. We will be doing a deep dive into it, giving our opinions on the first four games that have happened, and kind of just continuing to talk about women's sports and women's basketball more specifically as a whole. So, man, Hundo, man, what's going on with you? How you doing today on this blessed Sunday? How's life, man?
Life's good, man. Life's good. Can't complain. Sunday, Martin Luther King Day tomorrow,
Yes,
off
sir. Yes,
tomorrow.
sir.
So hey, can't
Hey,
beat it.
man.
Can't beat it.
Yes, sir. I love
How
to
about
hear it.
you, man?
Bro, I'm
How the
good,
fast
brother.
going? How the fast going?
Brother, fast going good, man. Fast going good. Been hearing a lot. Been hearing a lot from the Lord. Getting a lot of revelation. Been losing some weight, which is also great. Making sure things on the up and up, man. Been finding new recipes and things like that for like different foods to eat, different variations of things. So just trying to stay true to it, man. We got what's today, 19th. I got 10, 11, 12 more days left, I think, if my math is serving me correct. I may add a few more days at the end just to do a little whatever. But man, everything's going good. I'm ready to get into this talk, man. Let's get to it.
Let's get straight to it, man. So, like you said, we're gonna be talking about Unrivaled,
Yeah,
the new basketball league that just started this weekend. First games was on Friday. We had some good action. But if you haven't been keeping up with Unrivaled or you don't know anything about Unrivaled, it's a 3-on-3 league. It's
yeah,
36 players, all active WNBA players. So you're getting some of the best talent in the world
for
out here
sure.
at these games. Every game is going to be in Miami, Florida. The court size is 49 by 2 width and a 70-foot length.
Yeah,
So it's a little bit condensed, but the width
okay.
of the court is about the same of an average, WNBA court. Um, Quarters, 3 7-minute quarters, and the fourth quarter is going to be a winning score. So they add 11 points to the team that's leading the game going into the fourth quarter. Add 11 points to whatever their score is, and that's going to be the final score. So it makes for an interesting fourth quarter, very competitive um, fourth quarter. And then
Yeah,
shot clock 18 seconds as opposed to a normal 30-second shot clock. So quicker action, full court, 3-on-3. It's exciting stuff, man. It's exciting stuff. What are your initial thoughts on the early games and what you saw about the action?
yeah, man. I will say, man, I've been following this Unrivaled thing. Shout out to my homegirl Ty, first of all. Ty put me on to Unrivaled. She was like, "Are you locked in with the Unrivaled?" And I was like, "Nah, what's that?" So she sent me the link, man, and I've been following it since its inception. And so I've been able to see them unveil each player, and that's what kind of drew the initial interest to it because I was like, "Oh, Angel's gonna be playing in Unrivaled." She was one of the big ones I saw. And then I saw, Satu Sablé playing on Unrivaled. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you had Stubby in there. Of course, you had, what I'm saying, some of the other girls. Alyssa Thomas. Just to name a few. You got BG. You know what I'm saying? They got, like you said, they're bringing the best in the world. And so to have them, to avoid having to go overseas, like which a lot of them have to do in the offseason of the W, it helps them have a homegrown league, man. And it's dope. Also, they had that 3x3 format as well because it really shows you who the hoopers are. And I'll say that not like a disrespectful way, but like this particular 3-on-3 format that they've created, man, it really forces you to like create your own shot or shows you really good defensively. It really shows you can really shoot for real. You know what I'm saying? It really shows you also can play, like you said, in a condensed environment. It's not just a whole thing. Is when you get down to that post, sometimes really you and your opponent. You know what I'm saying? It's one on
Yeah,
one. So it's not
yeah,
a lot of help defense on this. So it's like, man, having the women that they have in here to bring in that competitive nature onto this particular platform and Unrivaled, man, has been dope to see so far. We had, I thought, some great matchups in that first night. It started off, of course, with Neficia Collier and Stewie's teams, which were she was on the Miss, right? Am I saying that right? What were the first two teams? Because they had
Missed
six
the
teams in
Lunar
total.
Owls. Yeah.
Yep, the Mist and the Lunar Owls. That first game, man, I thought it was dope because one, as the owners, it's cool that you can create your own schedule and put yourselves against each other first. It shows your competitive nature. It shows that they are committed to this, and it shows once again that man, we want to make sure that this is great. So the best way for us to do that is by putting ourselves on the court first. And they had a great game both ways. I thought it was a very competitive game. I thought it was very fast paced. thought the crowd was into. I thought that they were able to keep up with the crowd. They were able to kind of show off the facilities, and so it really went behind the scenes a lot and really talked about the investors. So really, outside of the game itself, really gave you a lot of backstory into it. Showed you kind of what you were putting your time into as a fan and as an onlooker of the W, right? And so it did a good job of that. And then, like I said, the gameplay itself, man, it really the hoopers on both teams. I haven't pulled up the rosters, but like I said, outside of Stewie, man, on the Mist. Like I said, they really did a good job. I thought putting the clubs together, putting the teams together. So when it came to the rosters of you got Stewie, you got Dejanay Carrington, you had Sloot, you had Rakia Jackson, you had Aaliyah Edwards, and then you had the Gold Mamba. Shout out Jewel Lloyd. Boy, that roster was stacked with talent. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they bought in 36 women, right? If I'm not mistaken, between all 6 teams. And so for them to divide up this team the way that they did with Stewie's team is tough. The Mister tough. They're a tough squad. But then the Theseus team, also crazy. They had a crazy squad as well. So shout out to them, the Lunar Owls, because they played the past 2 days. In both games, I was like, y'all are a very impressive team as well. When they first brought up this concept of like having these 6 different teams and having like the players split up, I was like, whatever. But man, the way the rivalries had been set up, because Jewel and Skylar were going back and forth with each other in that first game, and it was like it felt like it was real beef. And I don't know if it is real beef. I can't speak to that, but it felt like it was real beef. You know what I'm saying, in those matchups, it's like they were very strategic when it came to putting these teams together, and it only made for better competition in the games themselves. And then in the second game, of course, you got the Rose, who I think is not, she's not really led, but Angel Reese, and then we had the point guard. What a crazy combo together. Oh my gosh. Now, they haven't been able to put it together yet. I think they're 0-2 right now. But the combination of those two, I think, not only helps Angel as a young player by putting her with someone who has a lot of experience in the point guard, Chelsea Gray, but it helps Angel's game develop. It helps Chelsea's game develop as well, even though she's a vet, right? But she's able to help the younger players. I thought this league, excuse me, take my time. I thought this league did a good job as well putting those players together, bringing them together to help them develop their game as a whole, not just putting together a good team as well. So yeah, that second game with the that Rose team, I thought was just headlined by that. And then they played the Vinyl, who was a young team, a younger team rather. And so you had Enrique, you got Derek Ham, you had Aaliyah Boston, you had Ray Burnell, you got Jordan Canada, and then you had Ren. Ren went crazy in that first game. Ryan, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Excuse me, Miss Howard. Ryan Howard. I tell you, she was cooking. I mean, she couldn't miss against the Rose that first game. And Chelsea Gray was doing everything in her power to try to keep the Rose in the game, but Ryan was just too much. She was too overmatching of a power for them in that first game. So I know I said a lot in a little bit of time, but man, tell me what you thought. What were your initial reactions of those two matchups in that first night?
Yeah, so like you said, that first game, Miss versus Lunar Owls, that was one of the ones. That was one of the ones. Like you said, the roster is already stacked on both sides. You got Stewie, you got Jewel Lloyd on one side, Rakia Jackson. Jewel went off for 30.
Yeah.
Lunar Owls didn't have nobody to guard her. She was getting some tough buckets. She's a bucket. So Rakia Jackson, she went on a little run by herself. She finished with 15. So that was a good showing. Stewie, she didn't really show up like that. I expected her to have a better game. She did not live up to the first game hype. But her counterpart Fee did. And we saw that matchup in the WNBA finals.
That's true. That's true.
Going at it. So that was a good showing for Fee. She finished with 27 and 11. And like I said, Stewie struggled. She was 2 for 11 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3. I think she'll bounce back and have a better game. They play again. I think they play again on Monday. And then on the other side, Skylar, like you said, a dog. Still got it. She's older, but she still got it.
Amen.
No back down in her. She going at you the whole game.
Right.
I was looking at the stats early, like when the game had first started. I was like, yo, Skylar's shooting the ball a lot. She was missing. She started off missing.
Yeah.
Well, she turned it up at the end. No cap. She
I'm
turned it up
telling
at
you,
the end.
she definitely did.
But I like that Lunar Owls team, man. You got Fee, you got Courtney Williams, another vet. She gets to her spot, mid range maestro, can facilitate, can rebound. Um, she had 14, 7 boards, 4 assists. And then you
Hmm.
got Alicia Gray, another veteran on the wing. She had 15 points and 6 boards, showing her versatility.
Yo,
Shakira Austin, she could have stayed home. I
hey,
said
yo,
it in the group. I said she could have stayed home.
hey, yo,
Four
yo.
points and 3 turnovers. Now Shakira's a good young talent. I think having Fee playing alongside her will be good for her, like you said. Mixing the younger players and the veteran players together can definitely help. So I definitely think that can help her game also grow. I know she was bothered with injuries the past year and a half now.
Yeah,
Um, but she honestly could have stayed home. I don't think her game really translates to 3-on-3, but
yeah,
we'll we'll see what happens moving forward. She didn't really do much in either of their first 2 games,
for
but
sure.
we'll see. Like you said, it's 3-on-3. It's going to expose a lot of people. It's going to expose the
Hmm.
hoopers. It's going to expose the people who are not too strong of defenders,
Facts.
people who can't move without the ball. And I think we mentioned it in the group the first night. It was like this really shows you who was outside playing in the street.
Nah, for real. Nah,
like,
for real.
like it really does. Like
Yeah,
you gotta be willing to take the contact, fight through the contact. There's a lot of trash talking going on, and
I
like you
love
said,
it.
it's
I
one
love
on
it.
one. It's no
Yep.
help. It's
No help.
no double teaming. Like you gotta
Mm-mm.
guard your person that's in
Facts.
front of you. And
Facts.
so we gonna see. And then, like you said, that second game, Ryan Howard. It was the Ryan Howard show.
Yeah.
It was the Ryan Howard show. Kalia Copper couldn't guard her.
Nope.
Ryan Howard had hit a three. It was a clip on Instagram, right? She had
Yeah.
hit the three, pointed at her, pointed at Kalia Copper, like, bro, she can't guard me. And then
That's
after the game,
crazy.
I sent it to the group. I was like, yo, Ryan Howard was talking cash after the game.
Oh
She
yeah,
was like,
she was definitely talking her stuff for sure.
I'm coming out here like I'm the best player on the court.
And I proved it tonight.
And
Is
I
what she
proved
said.
it. And she did it. And she did it.
She
I
did do
said,
that for
okay,
sure.
yeah, she not doing no faking at all.
None at all,
He was
brother.
out there getting buckets. De'Erica Hamby had a good game, 17 and 13. Enrique, she only had 10 points, but
Yeah.
that vinyl team, you saw Ryan Howard go off.
I did see her
Enrique
go
can
off.
go off just like that.
That's facts. I've seen it
Don't
in the W
sleep.
for
She
sure.
only had 10 points, but she
Yeah.
could go off for 30, just like Ryan Howard did.
That's true.
That's a crazy 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy 1-2 punch. So we're gonna
I
see
agree.
what they're able to do. Ray Burrell had a solid game. Jordan Canada, veteran point guard. She had 6 points. Aaliyah Boston, six
Yeah.
points and 7 boards. So she held it down low. But those two guards are definitely tough. Ryan Howard and Enrique and
Yeah.
De'Erica with 3-on-3 experience
That's true.
playing with Ryan. That
It's tough.
you
It's
can't
tough.
beat that. You
No,
can't
you
beat
can't.
that.
Man,
And
I was
then
looking. Go ahead. My bad.
go ahead.
No, I was just looking, man, like at the rest of the rosters, man, and it was like you said, it really shows you like what we're gonna get for the rest of the season. And I love it because, like you said, bro, I think fans are always looking for like those in any sport, right? Whether it be football, basketball, baseball. Like we want to see the best of the best go at it one on one because we always want to say, well, they're better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I
Right.
wished, and we'll probably get into this a little bit later on as we continue, but I wish we had like Asia in here. I wish we had like Caitlin Clark in here because people are always talking about, oh, people such and such is so good, but it's like this really shows me that because not only do they have the spinner on three, but I'm sure we'll go into a little bit later, they also have a one-on-one competition that we'll be able to see. And that right there is going to be the one people really going to be tapped into. Like this spinner on three is great. Don't get me wrong. I love the format and this shows you one-on-one. But when it's you versus somebody else and you got to get to first 1 to 11 win, bet. Money on the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like what it is.
Money on the flow.
All on top. You feel me? Like let's get straight to it. So, man, when that competition begins, I wish we had like, you know what I'm saying? It would have been crazy to see Caitlin Clark versus Sabrina Ionescu, who also could have stayed home. But we'll talk about that later on. Because like everybody just not built for this 33 competition. And it's great that they put money in these women's pockets and all stuff like that. But like you said, everybody, it's clear. It was very clear from the first and second nights of this league that everybody ain't built for it. So I'm excited
Yeah,
for us
we'll talk. We'll probably talk about this more down the road too. But like looking forward to next year, And of course, this is the opening weekend, but like looking forward to next year already. Like,
yeah,
right? It's some people that's like, I gotta be in that league, and then it's also some people like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this next year.
No facts.
No.
Facts. It's some people that should not get invited back. Should not get invited back. And I hope it's not like well, you played last year, so you can play again type of thing. I hope like Nafisia and Stewie like really sit down and like, all right, let's analyze how we can really make this league better. Would that be adding teams? And they mentioned this in the chat as well, but like you gotta think like this upcoming talent is coming into the W in the next 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? You think about Juju, you think about Paige, you know what I'm saying? You think about Hannah when she come out in 3 years, or it'd be 2 years next year. But dogs, like I want to see them. I want to see them hoop. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be able to get those matchups that we're able to see. Shoot, even the product, even Miss, you know what I'm saying? She's been doing a lot of talking.
Hey, hold on. The product of this, boy, she might be looking like Ryan Howard or Enrique. Boy.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But that's the kind of stuff that we as fans want to see. And so hopefully they continue to use his platforms, Feast and Stewie and the other investors. I saw that Feast's husband was invested. I saw that Steve Nash was invested. And so they have a lot of support outside of the W that's, looking in and want women to succeed and want this particular lead Unrivaled to succeed, man. So
bro, they got a TV deal.
Yeah, they do.
TNT, all the games on TNT or True
all
TV
Max.
or Max, bro.
Yep.
Like,
That's fact, bro. It's tough. And they sponsored by Under Armour, and Ally was sponsored like this. I saw Ally was on their jerseys. So they have a lot of sponsorship and a lot of help, man, which is dope. And so I think it's only right they continue to feed the fans what they want. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, we trying to get up to Miami next year. We already excited about next season. Like, I'm trying to get up right now. Right? Yeah, gotta take a trip out to Miami and go see me a game. These prices right now for this season are OD. But next season, hopefully I can catch them when they do the pre-sale and try to get me something a little bit cheaper in advance. Because I really would love to see it in person. I think it's dope, man. I think it's a dope opportunity. I think it's a dope lead, like you said, to give them some opportunities to just rest in Miami. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're playing in 3-on-3, yes, but you also get to stay in Miami for 2 months, which is dope. Yeah. A lot of rest and recovery before you start training for your W season, which is upcoming in the next couple months. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be dope, man, to see how they continue to improve the league and help to revolutionize the game as they're already doing so much. And also, I thought it was very smart on their part to take a lot of the spark and interest that they got from this last W season as it grew so much and took that same initiative as well as same popularity that they kept from the W and kept it pushing forward, because it was smart to not like let it fall off. Because this is almost like a continuation of that season, if that makes sense. Like, we got the WNBA champions in here. We got some people from that team that are on here. I'm surprised they didn't ask JJ to come play. Is she in here? Am I tripping?
Nah, she's not. She's not in it.
Yeah, so I'm surprised. It's some people I'm like, I'm surprised they didn't get an invite or they didn't accept the invite. One of the two. Because I know, like, for instance, they were trying to get Caitlin Clark, but Caitlin, didn't want to hoop. So like, it's gonna be interesting to see going forward who they can add in, who they can bring in to kind of help continue to grow the league and the popularity of it, while also keeping up the popularity of the W as well, because this will also, the fans that are just joining in for this will continue to push on to the W season and follow their favorite players as they go back to their respective teams. So dope all around.
And going off what you said, like, when you see somebody like Ryan Howard out there hooping, like,
yeah,
a lot of people probably wasn't paying attention to Atlanta last year, but like,
that's what I'm saying.
Now they're clicking like that. Oh, I gotta get to a dream game.
Facts.
I gotta watch them play.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see, like you said. And then one other thing to note also is like the facilities there. Like, that's been a big thing online. Is like they have some great facilities there, like, as far as player treatment, player care, taking care of your body, weight room type situations. Like, that's a big thing. And like you said, using that momentum from this season to move forward and keep pushing the needle, keep pushing the envelope.
Yep.
That's gonna be big. That's gonna be big. And moving forward to Saturday's game, like you said, a lot of people were interested to see Sabrina play in this. And her team got blown out. That was the first blowout of Unrivaled.
Exactly.
They lost to the Laces 86-48.
48 points, and you got Sab on your team.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me pull up this roster for that team real quick. Hold on. I gotta pull up the roster.
You got Sabrina.
Yep.
Natasha Cloud.
Yep.
BG. Who else they had on there? It's three
I'm about to,
three
I'm,
more
I'm about to
players.
pull it up right
Those are
now.
only 3 players that I wrote down because they ain't
Yeah,
do nothing.
that was the they the Laces, right?
Nah, Phantom.
Phantom. See, and I thought it was gonna be good too. Hold on,
Oh yeah, Mabry's hurt. Marina Mabry's
yeah,
hurt. He had a
Mary
calf
is
injury.
hurt. Yeah. Um, yeah, they got
Satu, yeah,
Katie
Satu's on
Lou, Satu on that team. They got, like you said, BG. They had Mayberry hurt. They had Sab, and they got Natasha Cloud. So, me personally, I thought the team was gonna be better. I'll tell you why. Satu is a bucket when she wants to be. Satu was hooping in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, she leaving now, but while she was in Dallas, a bucket. I remember watching the game. I was like, who is this girl hooping like this? Like, she was really getting after it. And I think you put me on to Satu. And I just been following her ever since. And so, like, I expected more from Satu. Sabrina's always has hype behind her ever since she was at Oregon. You know what I'm saying? Training with Kobe, this and that. Came to W, was doing, this and that. But even this W season, like, I was like,
very,
oh,
very up and down. Very up and down.
exactly. And she continued that. We talked about continuation of momentum. She went like 0-11 that last game of the W finals that night, or maybe she like 1 for 12, something
Yeah,
crazy.
she's struggling.
Yeah. She continued that momentum into Unrivaled. So man, I'm not, and this in no disrespect to Sabrina, because I think she's a good shooter, but she's very streaky, bro. She's like dang, who would I give her?
J.R. Smith at a high level.
Yep, I was gonna say J.R. Smith. She
J.R.
really
Smith at a
give
high
me
level.
J.R. Smith vibes, bro. And I'm just like, man, Sab, like, I need more from you. And then BG 6'7", just turn around and drop it in the bucket. BG, like, what's going on? Like, I rock with BG.
And the thing is, it's no double teams. Nobody
Bro,
double teaming you.
it's 1-on-1.
One-on-one.
You tell me you can't get me a bucket at 6'7" at 1-on-1? All right, I'm gonna move on because I'm gonna get upset.
Hey, BG had 7 points and 6 boards. She did hit a 3. So after she hit the first 3, right? She took another 3 at air ball. She talking about, so I had to do an NBA heat check.
Like, ma'am, you're 6'7". Get under the board, please.
Back to the basket.
Come on, bro. I don't know if anybody in the league is as tall. Anybody in this Unrivaled league is as tall as her. I don't think so. And so
I think the closest is Azora Stevens, and she's 6'6". But
yeah, and she didn't play her in that first game, did she?
nah.
Oh, I didn't think so. So the game plan is simple. Mouse in the house. BG, go to work.
So that's another part of it too, right? So like you have these coaches that have come in, and they come from various backgrounds, of course, basketball backgrounds, of course. Yeah. But I think that's a part of it too. It's like you have to put your players in the right position, run the right plays, but also have the right lineups out there.
That's also true.
I think that's a problem with the Rose.
Yeah,
is that they have to figure out the right lineups that they want to play together, because they have some athletic wings in Kalia Copper and Brittany Sykes, but they have to figure out who works well together. So
I like they starting lineup though. I like Chelsea, I like Copper, and I like Angel. Like I like that lineup because obviously the point guard gonna get you the ball wherever you at, right? But she can also create her own shot. She's shown us that early.
Yeah.
You got Angel down low, who if you miss your shot, she is gonna be a dog and go get you a board. You feel me? And she shoot that. She had a double first night. She showed me that. You know what I'm saying? Copper has to be your shooter. And if it's not Copper, you got to bring somebody off the bench. And I don't know who's on that team that can shoot.
Brittany Sykes can shoot a little bit.
Yeah.
She's not really a knockdown shooter. And then they got
Slim. I mean, they got, like you said, Sykes.
Yeah, they got Lexi Hull who can shoot it, but like I said, you got to figure out your lineups.
Who's gonna be the shooter? So really,
Lexi Hull can shoot it.
Yeah, Lexi Hull can shoot it.
But she's not a strong defender.
Exactly, and I think that's their issue is the defensive part of it clearly, because they can all. I think all three of them
I don't know, bro, because the point guard lock up.
Oh, for sure.
Kaza dog, she gonna lock up. Brittany Sykes can lock up. Angel can lock up. The really only defensive liability is Lexi Hull.
That's true. That's true.
Really it.
Okay.
Outside of that, everybody else can defend.
So it's really just the reserves because it's okay. It's what happens when they get tired. Because like you said, them three coming out, that has to be a start lineup. You don't have anybody else on the team.
And Azora Stevens, like I said, she's 6'6". Nobody was scoring on her when she was down low, bruh. Like,
that's true.
She was making it tough for the bigs.
So okay, then I'm struggling to find out why they're 0-2 because I'm looking back at that first night when they played the Lunar
Ryan
Owl.
Howard. That was the Ryan Howard show.
Yeah,
She went
she did get
crazy.
off. She couldn't. Nobody could guard her.
Nobody could guard her.
Nobody put it on her that could guard her. But the second
Yeah.
night they played. Who they played that second night? I remember them wearing
That
that white,
second night they played Lunar Owls.
and that was
They low key just had a bad
two
draw.
tough
Really.
matchups.
Like
But
yeah,
okay,
them two tough matchups.
so I figured it out then. Because,
And they got down early against Lunar Owls. They were down by 14 in the first half.
that's true. That's true.
And
as well.
they had to come back. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
They
got to
we
get
gonna
on.
see. Like I said, like I think they have to figure out their lineups. I think that's gonna be their big thing is figuring out their lineups, who they want to play with one another.
Right.
Because at the end of that second game against Lunar Owls, they went small. Angel didn't finish the game. It was Sykes, it was Kalia Copper, and it was point guard Chelsea Gray.
Yeah.
That was the three that they finished with. So, and Fee went crazy that game.
That's true.
So it's like, do I go with Angel for more size, less offense, or do I go with the athleticism of Sykes and Kalia Copper with point guard? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Like you said, like I like how they put the teams together because every team is different. Like with that team, you got athleticism, you got the point guard, and you got Angel Reese. And then you got other teams that's more well balanced. You got other teams that are bigger than everybody. Like the Mist is a big team. You got Rakia Jackson, Stewie, Jewel Lloyd. Like that's a good bit of size. Dejanay Carrington athletic. Aaliyah Edwards is a big. Like that
team is tough. Like you said, they got a great mixture of everything on that team. In my personal opinion, even on their backup reserves, like you said, Dejanay will come in and gonna get her buckets every time. Every time. Yeah. I love Dejanay Carrington's game.
She's aggressive.
She went to Baylor.
She went to Baylor and she went to Stanford.
Yep. I remember her at Baylor, and I was like, she's tough. And I remember her coming to the. I remember her getting drafted. She got drafted to Connecticut. Yep, I remember that. So, seeing her come into this, I already knew what kind of. And then watch her obviously last season in W, she was getting buckets. So watching her come into this and still creating her shot, like her game translates. It's just some girls like their game just translates. Like Angel Reese, her game translates. Like 2 or 3-on-3, 1-on-1 type. You gotta have that because you gotta have that. I'm gonna go get my bucket and I'm gonna stop you from scoring too. Like you gotta have them type of women in this particular league, especially when it comes to 3-on-3. Because at some point, like you said, you're on an island by yourself, and I can't help you. Because if I double,
I can't help you.
I can't help you. If I double, boom, my person back door every time, and that's barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? So like, you really got to like be a woman in this particular league. You talk about being a man all the time. Got to be a woman in this particular league because it's gonna come time. It's like, all right, it's me and you, and I can't let you score, or I'm gonna get my own. You feel me?
Yeah.
Put my team in a position to get after it. So,
And going back to that Phantom and Laces game from Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Everybody on the Laces that played got in double figures.
Yeah.
Everybody could score. They didn't have Jackie Young. Jackie Young didn't play. I think she had a little injury or something. Or something about tightness or something. But Kayla McBride.
Yep.
Once again, continuing that momentum from the WNBA finals. A shooter. A shooter, sniper. She had 28 points, made 7 threes, had 6 boards and 5 assists against the Phantom. Going at Sabrina, lighting her up. AT, probably the most physical player out there playing 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Most physical player.
She's another one.
Bruh, she had 18.
Yeah.
She's not even that big of a scorer for real. If we're being honest.
That's true.
Like, she's doing more rebounding and facilitating. Bully ball. And we were talking about this in the chat as well. I think somebody might get in a physical altercation or get close to it. Hey, the way Ryan Howard was talking, the way she was talking trash to Kalia Copper.
Listen, this is the thing, bro. As a competitive person and as a professional athlete, you know people are watching this. You know your family's probably watching this. You're not trying to get embarrassed. It's one-on-one. I got to do what I got to do. Both sides of the ball.
John, what we like to say, I'm a man.
I am a man, but in this league,
you gotta be a woman out there.
Gotta be a woman out there, and
you better come with it.
Yeah, I don't know what's the prize of, like, being a champion in this league. Like, do they get extra bread? Like, is it like just bragging rights?
I'm not sure. I'm not
Because
sure. I know they all getting paid pretty good. I know it's
yeah,
a
I suppose
I
like
know
two.
the
I
I
think
know the
two
one-on-one
from
competition they getting a little extra
see,
money
and that's what's gonna
for
cause it
winning
right
that.
there. That's what's gonna cause it right there. Because
Yeah.
I'm trying to get paid, but I'm also trying to get these buckets and show people I'm not. I like that. Because you also think about this. I don't know how much the free agency or the W free agency is going to impact this. Because
Bro, a lot.
okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Because it's free agents there. It's
That's
people
what
out
I'm.
there recruiting.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because of that, I'm trying to show my potential new teammates what I got, or show the potential brass of an organization. I'm like that. Come pay me, and I'm gonna come do the same thing in the W next season. You feel me? So that's also driving that competitive nature. And so once again, they did a great job, not only like recruiting, but like thinking about those types of things. You know what I'm saying? Going into this because now it's like, all right, I got this free agent out here. I can imagine in between league for the NBA or the NFL, like we're players who are going to free agents and get ready trying to get a new team for next year. Imagine how hard you're gonna ball. You know what I'm saying? Like because you want to show you still got it, or you're just a savvy vet trying to show that you still got it. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea, Stewie. You know what I'm saying? You look at these players. You got BG. Well, BG is like 35, I think. Maybe she's getting a little bit older, right? And so you still trying to show that I can still hoop as well. That I'm still valuable, but I think her contract is getting close to being up in Phoenix. So it's like, man, I'm still trying to also prove my value. You know what I'm saying? So it drives more competition. That jump right there is helping the league
And then, and
tremendously.
then, and then you got the young players too.
Yeah,
The
got the
Martins of
young
the
bulls.
world, the
Yep,
Ray Burrells of the world
you got the
that's
Kia
fighting and
Jacksons.
going to show that, hey,
Yeah,
this is what I can do with more
yeah,
minutes.
that's facts.
So
I think about the injuries coming into this. So like Cameron Brink was supposed to play in Unrivaled. She got injured though, toward the ACL
yeah.
in with the Sparks. And so her and Key would have been tough in this. Now obviously it wouldn't have been the same team, but it would have been dope kind of just seeing Cameron in here as well because Cameron was a top 3 pick in the draft. So
And
seeing
we
her
saw
and
what she
Kia,
could do.
yep, saw what she can do in the W. So seeing her in this would have been interesting to see does that translate over to this as well. So like you said, man, I think the future
And
of this league is go ahead.
and Brink also got 3-on-3 experience. She was
Yeah,
playing with
exactly.
Haley
Yep.
Van Lith.
Yeah, she
She
was.
got
And she was on
3-on-3 experience
15.
too. So
Mm-hmm. Dang,
it's a lot of players out there
I
with
forgot
3-on-3
about HBL
experience.
gonna be coming to this soon next year.
Hey, the way she
Mm,
hooping right now, she's showing people she can still hoop at a high level. So
that's true.
she
It's
probably
gonna
will
be
be in this
interesting to see
league.
if they add teams like the W should be doing, or if they just gonna play players.
Hey, they got the sponsors, they got the marketing. Like you said, adding teams probably ain't nothing for them.
Yeah, and you touched on this as well. You touched on this as well, and I want to touch on this because you got these coaches out here. So, like, shout out to Unrivaled for bringing back Coach Spoon, man.
Yeah,
Who
shout
got
out T Spoon, man.
Yeah, shout out T Spoon, man. She was I personally think she was wrongfully terminated by the Chicago
No,
Sky.
no cap.
I'm
I'm
telling you,
with
wrongfully terminated. You know what I'm saying? Relieved of her duties, as they like to say in these
you.
articles. I had to put it
Nasty
nicely.
work.
But
Nasty
this is
work.
also like we talked about for the players, giving her an opportunity to show, hey, I can clearly still coach.
Mm-hmm.
As if you're a real fan of the W, or if you even watch the W, you can clearly see that she can coach. But this is also giving her an opportunity to say, hey, your team want to be a winner in the W, my phone rings. You feel me? So please call me. And even for the ones who are unknown, is giving them opportunity to say, shoot, maybe not at a W level, but at maybe a collegiate level. Maybe somebody can hire them on as a assistant or even a potential interim head coach, whatever the case may be. It's gonna a lot of people a lot of opportunity to showcase their talents, whether it be through coaching or through playing, or shoot, even through this the regular whatever announcing like people that they're bringing in, the referees, just giving everybody an opportunity to kind of show and highlight your skill. Everybody got a talent.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So the Bible talks about making room. You feel me? So do what you gotta do to highlight and make room. Let your gifts make room for you. You know what I'm saying?
There you
Show,
go. Speak
highlight
on.
your gifts. Use your gifts, man, and let the W really see. Hey, we need to bring more teams in here. Expand again. It's my plea to W one more time. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Jonathan Carmichael. I would love for y'all to expand the W. We have a lot of women that want to hoop and it can hoop. You feel me? At a high level. At a high level, there's 144 spots currently with the 12 teams. I think we added 2 expansion teams, so as another 24 young women, right? But we need more. We need more. I know y'all talking about adding another maybe 1 or 2 teams in the near future. But we need more. There's a lot of women, like I said, that want to give back to the game, whether it be through coaching, whether it be through helping, whether it be through consulting, or whether it be I want to hoop and I don't want to have to go to China and say ni hao. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. Like I could, but it's not ideal. I want to stay home close to my friends and my family and let them see me do my thing. You feel me? So I vote for expansion. If y'all bring a team to Charlotte, North Carolina, I will be your first investor, and I'll be your first ticket holder, season ticket holder. So this is my plea to the W. I'm going to tag y'all in the comments. Please bring this Metro team to Charlotte. If you want to bring back the Sting, that's fine. If you want to rebrand and bring something new here, I'm cool with that. I promise you, I guarantee the market is here. I've been putting fields out for y'all. I've been doing the work for y'all. Y'all haven't really had to do any like market testing or anything like that. I've been doing it free of charge for y'all. So I'm just asking that y'all, take my word for it, take my research, and listen that there's a market here for the W. We want to win here in Charlotte, man. We haven't had a lot of winning sports. The NBA team, the Hornets, they're not that good. The Panthers, they're not that good. The minor league baseball team, they're not that good. The Hurricanes, they're decent. They're decent. Not a Charlotte team, but they're a North Carolina team, and they're decent. But the Checkers, not that good. So if y'all could help us, bring some winning culture to the city. Because Charlotte's one of the most expensive cities. I've been looking at the numbers in the country. So I don't know what we got to talk about or how we can get in touch with one another. But I'm gonna have my people call your people, and let's work something out. Let's bring winning sports back to Charlotte. We want Juju. We want to see Hannah. You know what I'm saying? We'll even take a Haley Van Lith. You feel me? We'll take a Booker. You feel me? We want up and coming young women, and then when it comes to the draft, the supplemental draft, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't too picky. We just want some winning culture here. You feel me? Don't hand us the leftovers. Don't do that to us. But bring us some winning culture. And then when Asia get a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? She getting ready to call it quits. She can come on back home and play in front of her family in Charlotte. Her family is from South Carolina, so she can come back home and they can make the little hour-and-a-half drive up to Charlotte and come watch their daughter, their niece. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at that point, maybe even their mother come hoop. You feel me? So, just a lot to think about. I'm just saying. My name's just John. Once again, I'm just here advocating for the W that y'all bring.
Give it up, man. Give it up. Give it up.
Appreciate y'all.
Give it up. They not bringing no team to Charlotte. That was nice.
But man's a hater.
Give it up.
This man's a hater.
Not happening. Back to the basketball, man. Back to the basketball. Like we talked about a little bit earlier, that last game was Lunar Owls versus the Rose. Lunar Owls got the win, 79-70. Like I said, they had a 14-point lead in the first half. Fee had 31, 6 boards, 4 assists. Alicia Gray, 21 points, 9 boards. Courtney Williams, 10 points, 8 assists. Skylar only had 9 points and 4 assists, but she did hit the game-winning free throw to close it out. And once again, Shakira Austin could have stayed home. 8 points, 3 for 8 shooting. Real Russell Westbrook-esque. She could have stayed home.
She might show you something, man. She might show you something.
She had 2 games to show me something, and she didn't do a thing.
Hey, listen, it's not a long season, but she got more games that she can prove herself to you. Not that she needs to, but she can.
The way Fee's playing.
Hey,
come take a seat by me.
It's 3v3, brother. And as we see within this league, anybody can get buckets. It just take a couple shots to get hot. Now, when I say anybody can get buckets, okay, let me retract and back it up a little bit. Anybody, my mama told me this. I told her we were talking about something totally different, and she said, "Yeah, they can, but will they?" That's the key right there. So anybody can get buckets. That's a true statement. But will they get buckets? Time will only be able to tell us. So we'll be able to see, man. I got hope in some of these women out here to continue to get buckets.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of Shakira's game. Like I said, she's been dealing with injuries the past year and a half, but
Yeah,
3-on-3, it just might not be for you, and that's
that's
okay.
okay. That's
That's
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
that's
Just
true.
go
That's
home,
true.
go train, get ready for your season with the Mystics.
That's true.
It's, that's okay. Watch from home.
Yeah,
But hey, get your bag. Get your bag, because I know you're getting paid good. Get your
indeed,
bag.
indeed.
Get your bag. You don't even gotta get 10, 15 points. She probably chilling. They
Yeah,
2-0. They 2
yeah,
0. So hey, doing something right. But like we said, the Rose just just struggling, man. Just struggling. You gotta, like I said, they were down 14 in the first half. They clawed back, they fought back. Zora Stevens finished with 17 points. Ka had 14 points, 7 boards. Point guy had 14.6 assists.
yeah,
Brittany Sykes 13 points, 5 boards. Angel had 12 points and 6 boards. So I mean, it was balanced scoring. It was balanced scoring, but you gotta
yeah,
find a way to get stops. You can't let Fee get 31 points. You can't let Alicia Gray get 21 points. Like, you just
yeah. That's true.
can't let that happen. So hopefully they can figure out their lineups, figure out something defensively, because clearly they're not getting enough stops, even though they have the defenders. But
Yeah,
what were your thoughts on that game?
yeah, bro. I mean, I gotta see these matchups, bro, and going forward. It's really gonna be intriguing to me to see. And you just mentioned that was the Rose and Lunar Owls game, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Fee just a bucket. Fee's a bucket. Like she showed me in 2 straight games that she almost looks like she created the league for herself. She's just like, I just want to keep getting
She
buckets in
built,
off season.
she
I
built
just
for
want to
three
keep
on
getting
three.
buckets in the off season for real. So let me create a whole league so I can continue to do that. That's what she showed me in the first 2 games. She was like, I don't want to sit at home with the kids this summer. Let me go hoop. let me go hoop for real.
Hey, hey, nah, that's a crazy concept though. I don't want to sit at home with the kids, because
Hey,
Skylar definitely not sitting home with the
oh,
kids.
for sure. She was like, let me come get buckets too. So it's like I said, but also it's also like my kids can see me continue to get buckets. It's like, and I'm putting bread in their pocket. You feel? I'm putting bread in my own pocket. Also, so and she working for it. Clearly she
Yeah.
working for it with 31. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Gray, 21. You know what I'm saying? So is they continue to hoop and Chelsea Gray, I mean, nothing but respect for the point guard. Nothing but respect. She can game in and game out, whether it's W or this, she does something. I'm like, how do you do that? She had like a no look pass assist. I was watching, and I behind the back. You saw it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll put that clip in there as we go over this. But I'm like, I see why they call you the point guard. Like, you got 2 point guards, one in the W, one in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to CP3. So I would love to see like an assist. I don't know how they would create an assist competition, but like, who can give me the best assist between her and CP? Because both of them do be dropping crazy dimes. And I
Yeah.
love how they can also, both of them can also create their own shot if they need to. They
Bruh.
have very similar play styles. And so that's what I was mentioning earlier, seeing her be able to come in and help someone like an Angel Reese, who doesn't necessarily have that in Chicago, man,
Yeah.
I know she be begging, coach, somebody, draft somebody that can help me like this. When y'all think about that draft board, I need somebody that can drop me dimes like this, because it's easy buckets for Angel just putting it up. You know what I'm saying? And so I think she also helps take some not worry per se, but she also helps take some relief defense as well. Because you got to watch out for her coming down the court. It's like, all right, who gonna stop ball? Because if we don't
Mhm.
stop ball, even though it's 3v3, somebody gonna get open some way or another. You feel me? So if I crash down, help defense, the ball's gone. I'm looking silly. But if I don't double team you, she might come down, give me a quick shake, step back three, and I'm like, that's in your bag? That's in your
Yeah.
double right now? And it's like, yeah, I'm like that. You feel me? So shout out to the point guard. You always gonna get my respect for real.
Facts.
And then once again, shout out to Angel Reese, because she gonna get her boards. And that's that ball don't air her, bro. I'm telling you, like, she just gonna go get it. Like, you talk bully ball, like, she gonna go get that joint. It don't matter who it is, it don't matter what time it is. She ain't backing down from nobody. She gonna talk her cash, because you talking,
Hey,
she definitely gonna talk. So
hey,
it's
she got an L1.
yeah.
One of the LSU assistant coaches had commented under this. He was like, "Yeah, Angel, when Angel score on you, you know she's gonna cuss you out afterwards." I
No,
said, "Oh
I
man,
remember I saw her get a bucket down low, and she went to go stand over the old girl. I was like, oh, that's how y'all hooping over here. I love it. I love the competition. I love it, man. So like I said, it really is. They had a great game, I thought, between the two of them. Of course, the Rose fell up just short, just again, man. And it's like that fourth quarter, that junk is tough because it's like, all right, I know what I have to get to win, but the other team
Right.
also knows. You feel me? So it's
Mhm.
like, all right, I'm not trying to let you get there, but then the other team's like, well, you got to stop me because I'm closer than you are. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it came down to that last quarter, man, and they felt just short again, 9 point short this time. I think it was a closer game, the first game against Fee and them. So this
Mhm.
game is like, dang. So going forward, man, the Rose, they got to turn it around because I'm gonna be following them heavy because I rock with Angel Reese. So I'm gonna be following them heavy and the point guard, obviously. And then, like you said, Cop, Kai, I mean, she's tough. You know what I'm saying? She be
Philly,
talking. She be
Philly's
talking
home.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Them up north women getting after it, and they gonna talk to you while they giving you buckets
Facts.
too. But
Facts.
right now they can't talk too much because they ain't been winning. So we got to get them on a winning train, and then it's gonna get scary, scary.
Yeah.
So, man, I think that puts us into our upcoming previews, man. We got some more games coming up with tomorrow, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Tomorrow. Yeah. You
So
got the final versus Phantom.
yeah,
So you got Ryan Howard
she's
and
back.
Enrique going up against Sabrina. Barbecue chicken alert.
About to say barbecue
Barbecue chicken
chicken alert.
alert.
Somebody, I was talking to my hunger the other day. She said, "What does barbecue chicken mean?" I said, "You're cooked. You're cooked. It's up for you. I promise
Canceling
you.
Christmas.
I promise you. It's over." Like, huh? Yeah. Sab. They look at the schedule like, "Oh yeah, feed me." Look, hey Hundo, it's getting so bad. You remember we used to be in fight, and people are like, "Hey, let him shoot."
Hey, he with us.
Hey, let him shoot, bro. Hey, I got bored. It's getting so disrespectful out there. So it's when I say that, it's the same kind of concept of that's what they be saying to Stab tomorrow. Like, oh yeah, let her shoot. Now she get hot. All right, cool. But until she show me you can get hot, let her shoot. I'm gonna get the board. We're gonna get buckets on the other end easily, easily. I see Miss Howard having another big game because, like she said, who's gonna stop her? Not Sab.
Yeah.
So
Whoever Sabrina's guarding, whether it's Ryan Howard or Enrique,
Enrique, we're passing him the ball
cook,
immediately.
cook.
That's what you want, boom, pass. Let me get my stitch real quick.
You gonna put Natasha Cloud on Ryan? Oh,
Oh
here you go,
my,
Enrique.
bucket, bucket. So,
Yeah.
man, I think it's gonna get bad, honestly, for the Phantom again,
Mm.
again. And it's crazy, bro. Cause freaking BG on the team. BG,
Yeah.
step up, step up,
Go bully something.
right?
Go bully something.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Come on,
We gonna see
BG.
if the Phantom gonna be able to bounce back, man. But they gonna have their hands full with Ryan and Enrique.
Indeed.
That alone is going.
That's
Yeah.
another thing. Boy, this league, if it do nothing else, you gonna be in shape come W season.
Oh
You ain't
yeah.
gotta do no extra training come after
Hey,
this.
and that's the one thing that I like about it too. Like you
Yeah.
look at something like the Big Three, right? That's a
Mm-hmm.
3-on-3 league for older NBA players, former NBA players.
Yeah.
That's half court.
Yeah.
This is full court. This is full court, up and
We
down. So you
moving.
have to be in shape. You have to be
Yep.
conditioned. They're not out there taking it lightly. And that's one other thing too that I noticed from the first weekend.
Yeah.
They got to hit free throws.
Yeah.
Them teams got to be able to hit free throws.
Yeah.
Those free throws are big because you're only getting one free throw for, if you get fouled on the layup, that one free throw is worth 2 points.
Yeah.
You get fouled on 3-point shot, that one free throw is worth 3 points. So
Yeah.
you got to be able to hit your free throws.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you said, they got to be in shape, got to be conditioned,
Yeah.
got to be able to hit your free throws. So we gonna see. And then that second game tomorrow, you got the Laces versus the Mist. I think that's gonna be a good matchup, man, because
Yeah.
I gotta see if Stewie could bounce back. She going up against AT. We know how physical AT is. We know she bring it to the table.
Yeah.
And then who gonna stop Jewel Lloyd for the Laces? You got Tip Hayes, you got Kate Martin out there. Who
gonna step up?
who
Like I
be
said,
able
who
to-
gonna be a woman? If I title this episode, "Woman Up," show me who you are. Let me see. We know who the big names are. Who gonna step up and guard it? Because like I
Yeah.
said, bro, at the end of the day, you gotta make a name for it. Because is Jula free agent? Or is she already locked in with Seattle for another year?
Well, that was a part of her and Skylar's beef was
Right.
Jewel claiming that she was getting bullied by the coach, and
Oh yeah,
Skylar
yes,
Skylar
yes,
was on the
yes.
coach side, and Jewel was like,
Mm,
I was being bullied and mistreated. And
yeah,
statistically, last season for Jewel wasn't her best
wasn't her
season.
best. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, so yeah, that was a little bit of those two's beef.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
we saw it that first night as well, with them two
Yeah,
going back and forth and going at it. So
facts. Mm,
um, I'm not 100% sure she's a free agent, but I'm sure she's probably trying to get out of there.
yeah,
If he isn't a free agent, so yeah. But it's gonna be interesting to see that Laces and Miss game because, like I said, styles make fights. Uh, Two different teams, two
yeah,
different teams. So
yeah.
we gonna see. That should be a good one. And then
Mm.
just looking back at the standings, like we said, Lunar Owls 2-0, Laces 1-0, Vinyl 1-0, Mist 0-1, Phantom 0-1, Rose unfortunately 0-2. So that's a look at it going
Yeah,
into the final, Monday, to wrap up week 1, and
yeah,
then week 2 matchups on Friday. You got the Phantom versus the Mist, Laces versus Vinyl, and then on Saturday you got the Mist versus the Rose, Lunar Owls versus Phantom, and then the following Monday you got Vinyl versus Lunar Owls, Rose versus the Laces.
yeah. Like you said, man, because it's only 6 teams in this, it's of course you got to play in everybody a lot.
Yeah,
So it's going, and that also I think drives the competition, but it also helps to bring in viewership because it's like, all right, I want to see them match up again. Like, keep that
right.
same beef, Skylar and Jewel. I need it the
Yeah,
whole time. I need that energy all night, and
yeah.
I hope they get to play each other 1-on-1. That's what I really want to see. Hey, yeah, sure. I want to see that. Yeah,
Needed,
I'm locked
needed.
in. I'm personally locked in. I'm watching on 3 different screens because I'm bringing my own viewership myself. I need to see it. Um, but nah, man, for real, I'm really am excited, man, about what this is bringing up to the W women, women in sports in general, and women who are dogs, man, who just continue to show that showing what they show. Um, so as we push forward, man, into these week 2 matchups, I'll be locked in. I'm sure we're going to continue, to, of course, to conversate about it. Did you have any like closing thoughts or anything like that else that you wanted to discuss when it comes to this unrivaled camp?
Nah, man, I'm excited, man. Look, those first 2 days was good basketball, good
Mm-hmm.
hoops. Like we talked about,
Yeah,
it's gonna be people out there that might not want to come back next year.
yeah,
It's gonna be some people that's gonna want to come back out there next year. But
mm-hmm.
yeah, moving forward, man, just excited for the matchups.
For sure.
Excited to see what adjustments are made too,
Yeah,
because
that's
like I
true.
said, like
Also,
the coaching is an important aspect of it too.
uh-huh.
The players are gonna do what they do, but
Yep.
coaches got to figure out the lineups, figure out the rotations, and just figure out who works best together. So
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be interesting to see as well.
Agreed, brother. Yeah, man. Like I said, I already said my piece, but yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm really ready for that one-on-one competition. I think that starts in February. I think you told me.
Yeah,
So,
February 10th, 13th, and 14th,
definitely gonna
one
have a
on one.
special.
They play in the six. All buckets are count as
Ooh,
ones.
yeah.
No offense or rebounds. 7 seconds to score. It's
Ooh.
make it take it. So if you score, you getting the ball back, and you can really run it up. Don't even give the other team, the other player, an opportunity to score. So hey,
Yeah,
we
that's
gonna
like I
see.
said. We're gonna have a special preview episode and a lock-in episode once that happens again. I'm sure we'll do a week 2 recap as well as we continue to follow through this, man. But as I've been telling y'all the whole time here at the Winning Shot family, listen, we don't just cover NFL. We don't just cover NBA. We don't just cover MLB. We don't just cover the W. Man, we cover all sports. We're gonna talk about it. If y'all want us to talk about it some more, let us know. Let us know. If y'all want to say, hey, I want to get my opinion on it. Let us know, and we might be able to bring y'all on the pod. Listen, let's chop it up because I love to hear different opinions. I love to hear different things as well. Continue to tap in with us, man. We appreciate y'all always supporting us. We'll be back on later tonight, actually, as we will discuss some NFL playoff action. We'll be able to do a recap, actually, more than likely, of the divisional round. So get my instant reaction tonight. And Colin will be here with us as well. And Hundo, man, we'll be back at it again in a few hours. So thank y'all for the support. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Continue to lock in with us, man. We just want to be great in this sports atmosphere and again continue to bring notoriety to those who may not be getting it. And if you're already getting it, to continue to put your name out there and tell your story even the more. Man, we're just guys that love sports, and so we just wanted to bring our opinions to the forefront and enter into the conversation, man, and give our personal opinions. So if you like them, cool. If you don't, debate us in the comments. Talk to us. We appreciate it either way. It's getting viewership, so we appreciate it. Man, if y'all got anything else, let us know. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all later tonight. Peace.